Yo, what's up, everybody? Hey, thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of KaneSaid. Now, I'm your host, Kane Bradfield, and y'all know my slogan. Hey, the fame is free, but the grind costs. Today, I got a special guest, man. I got a special guest. Listen, if you like barbecue, hey, you at the right place at the right time, baby. I got my boy in the house. How you doing, big dog?
I'm good, sir. How about yourself this morning?
I'm doing good, man. Let the people know who you are, man.
Hey, my name is Maurice Houston. All my family and friends call me Big Mo.
Big Mo.
We do a little barbecue, true that.
Okay.
I'm the owner of Smokin Mo's Barbecue.
Okay.
We also just started doing some snow cones and cotton candy. So I got my brother Edwin Houston.
Yeah.
I'm putting him to work too, bro.
Put it
Yes,
work.
sir. Yes,
I
sir.
love that, man. I love that. Okay, big dog. So you got this barbecue thing going on, right?
Mm-hmm.
So talk to me about the process it took for you, you know what I'm saying, to get to where you at, you know what I'm saying, by being a household name,
Right.
with your barbecue. Talk to me.
Man, it was a long, drawn out conversation, honestly.
Give it to me, yeah.
Man, I started out doing just playing around on the grill, playing around on the stove.
So let me ask you this, though. Let me ask you
Okay.
this, though, man. So are you the guy at the cookout, everybody say, yo, put him on the grill?
That's what they do. That's how they do me. That's how, I
Okay.
can't just go and hang out now.
Yeah.
I can't go and enjoy myself and hang out.
Yeah.
They want me to cook.
Put him on the grill.
But I actually had a phone call this morning. My cousin called me. He said, "Hey man, my birthday coming up." I said, "What you want me to cook, man?"
You already knew what it was.
I said, "What you want me to cook?
I
What you
love
want me to
it,
cook?"
man. But go ahead, man. Give it to me.
Yeah, like I said, it was a long, drawn out process.
Okay.
I started out just playing around on the grill, especially on the stove. You know, a lot of people say, "Man, men don't cook on the stove." Well, I do. I get in there, chicken dressing, whatever you want, I can do it. But I mean, it was just a process. You know, like I said, just playing around and honestly, I never expected myself to get into cooking business.
Okay. Okay.
You know, it was just something that I grew up in. My grandmama, you know, she passed away in 2000, and she was a big cook.
Okay.
You know, she cooked for the community, the family. Everybody come to Cannonville, to Tucker Circle, to eat. Don't matter who you are. If you know, if you was hungry, you come to eat. So I always had that in me about
Okay.
cooking. It wasn't a
Okay.
big deal. So like I said, I just started playing around cooking, and man, social media,
Yeah.
posting pictures on Facebook.
Okay.
Everybody like, man, you did that? Yeah, I done that.
Right.
You know. So then everybody's like, man, you need to, you know, pursue
Start
this.
doing a
You know,
little
start
something,
doing
yeah.
a little something. You know, people come over to the house, we hang out, have little parties and stuff. People eat good, go home.
Right.
Write me, you know, hey man, I ate good, man, you doing good. So that process just started rolling. I started doing a little more, you know, start doing my little friends' cookouts, you know, little stuff like that. And then, you know, people just kept talking. I said, man, you need to do something with this.
Yeah.
You know, and then my wheels started turning. You know, I got to thinking more about my grandmama, you know, what would she say? What would she do?
Right.
You know,
Right.
she's you know, in heaven, my biggest supporter.
I love it.
My grandma.
I love it.
So, you know, people say, man, you just daydreaming. No, I'm talking to my grandmama right now, you know. So she said, hey, you know, put it together.
Yeah.
You know, so
Yeah.
we kind of started doing little small things. And, you know, of course, the wife was like, hey, you got money to do this, you know. So I said, well, it take money to make money.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So
Okay.
you gotta hustle here to put this
In
back
order to make that happen.
Exactly right. So that's where it all started.
Yeah. So, okay, man. So I'm going to back up a little bit. You know, we
Okay.
talk about your wife, man. You know, a lot of time I ask people, you know, I'm telling you on every podcast, you know, I always say this, man. I always say this. And I'm going to get your input on this. I always say that, you know, when you know, God gives a vision,
Right.
He give it to the individual, but the individual got to give it to the spouse.
Exactly.
And what, because, you know, what point, like you said, man, you know what I mean, your mind started rolling. You know, you
Right.
thinking about, you know what I'm saying, restaurants, right? All over the place, right?
That's right. That's right.
You know what I'm saying? But your wife was like, whoa, hold up now.
Yeah, hold up. Yeah,
I mean?
we got light bill.
We got light bill. We got light bill.
Yeah, yeah.
So at what point did she say, you know what, sweetheart, I see what you're doing now?
Right.
At what point?
At the point of, you know, like you said, we're gonna back this thing up.
Okay.
I was all about, you know, going back to my grandmama, you know, her feeding the community. You know, she would call people, hey, y'all come over and eat dinner with us on Sunday. You know, it'd be everybody. You know, it ain't, you know, it's just not the family. It's the entire community. So I was, you know, so my wheel got to turn about that. I said, man, you know, I see a lot of homeless out here. I see a lot of people that you know don't have, you know, a good meal.
Right.
You know, and you know, I told my wife, I said, hey, what do you think about us getting, you know, doing something for the homeless? You know, I'm not trying to put this to get this going to start my business. I enjoy like my grandmama, feeding people.
Oh man.
Man, my neighbors, they eat good. You know,
Really?
I mean, yeah, oh yeah.
So when you eat, they eat.
That's exactly
Get
right.
out of here.
I may try something different. I call up Mr. Cliff and Miss Tony. I say,
Yeah.
hey, I got something for y'all. You know, or my next door neighbor Matt. You know, that's my tool guy. If I need a tool to work on my barbecue stuff,
he got your back.
He got my back. So I always try to slide a little something over there for him to try out.
Right.
You know, and that's where it all started. Just feeding my family and my friends.
Okay.
And especially the homeless. You know, because that was just a big part of watching and seeing my grandmama feeding people. So I took that in too.
Yeah.
Feeding people. Right.
Wow. That's man. I love that, man. So let's talk about what did it take, man, to actually, you know what I'm saying, actually having an actual business, man. What did it take to do that?
Man, honestly, it took a lot of prayers to start out with. I mean, because I wasn't fortunate enough to just go count some money out, lay it on the table, and say, "Here you go."
See, now we're talking.
So it was a thing where I had to grind. I had to do a lot of work. I had to save a lot of money. I had to cut a lot of grass. I had to go cut my kinfolk grass.
Right.
So it took a lot of determination. My wife she is a finance person. Her brain is all finance.
Okay.
That's what she does. She works in finance. But she said, it was always, I'm not being funny, Maurice, but do we have the money to do this? So then I'm saying, okay, well, I got to go out here and do something extra.
Yeah.
To put that back to say, hey, I got it. But I just got to, I got to keep adding to it.
But what's crazy though, man? I guarantee you, man, when your wife saw your side grind to make that possible, her belief system probably went to the roof.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. Number one supporter. I mean, I got a message from her this morning, before I left the house. She said, I just want to let you know I love you. Good luck on your interview. And she said, just remember, I'm your number one supporter.
That's big.
So that meant a lot, because, I mean, we bump heads. I mean, I'm not even going to sugarcoat it, but she wants everything to be perfect. When we go do a catering job, a wedding, she's a totally different person. I have to be on the other side of the room.
so she lock in then.
She lock in, man. She is game on. Like,
really?
She never done no sports, but she got the sports of catering business.
Man, get out of here.
Yes, sir. She is on it. I'm talking about on it. I mean, I can't, me and her have to, but she wants it. I want it perfect. She wants it more perfect.
So does that push you even more though?
It pushes me. I mean, of course you get aggravated because hey, I'm the boss. We ain't at home. Right. We ain't at home. We out here in the open. But it does. Because one thing about her, she is about time. If I'm a minute late, it's like she on me. I didn't even tell her what time I got here today, but I was sitting out there just chilling.
Really?
I was out there just chilling. That's right. But she's all about that though. I'm about my food being perfect. Okay. And it has to be perfect. That's me. Okay. But she is about time,
other
prep,
stuff.
The what people really, really see. So she's all about that.
I love that, man. So let's talk about your business in general, man. How long have you been doing the barbecue?
Man, I've been cooking barbecue over 5 years. Just I would say been playing around.
Okay.
I go buy me a little smoker or whatever, and I cook. I remember the first Boston butt I done it on a little drum round old school smoker. The little one. The little one got the little stands on it. You put the little water on it. I cooked the Boston butt on that thing, and I changed the game up. I put some sweet potatoes with it.
Okay. Hold on now. Don't tell your secret now, folks.
No, hey. Everybody got a secret, but right. I don't mind sharing.
No, go ahead.
Yeah, we was on the back deck, and I had that one Boston butt cooking, and I had them sweet potatoes, and the wife was like, I don't know about all this, So, but man, I mean, just the prep, just the time consuming, watching that smoke, it was just relaxing to me.
Right.
Right. But after that, I just said, man, it got him was okay, So I got to try it again. So I just kept playing around, trying different stuff, and just went from there with it.
And just roll from there. So with your business, man, do you find yourself studying other people's ways? To help you grow?
I try to focus on what I can do. Okay. But I mean, I have a great mentor. Okay. Mr. Rodney Thornton. He owns J-Bo's Barbecue.
Man, yes.
Okay, so
Shout out to Rodney. Yeah.
yes, sir, yes, sir. And some people say, man, you know, that's your competition. That ain't my competition.
Right.
You know, me and him been talking.
Okay.
You know, he helped me out. He said, hey, you can't do what Rodney do with this guy.
Mm.
You got to do what Smokin Mo's do. You know, so and that was a big lock in for me. You know, it's not about, you know, what I can do better than him or what he can do better than me. You know, he been in the game.
Right.
And he told us that. He said, man, I've been in the game. You just getting started.
Mm-hmm.
He said, but, you know, you keep doing what you're doing and you're going to have a good thing going.
Mm.
So, it's all about, you know,
Man,
being
building
true.
relationships.
Right,
being true
right.
to it.
That's right.
So, man, where did the name come from?
The name is funny. Me and my wife was just sitting around one day and, you know, I've been kind of putting together a little page and, you know, just a little food page. And I said, what in the world we going to call this barbecue business? She looked at me like I was crazy. And I was like, I said, what do you think? I said, you tell me. And she said, well, you like to smoke barbecue? I said, yeah. She said, everybody call you Mo. That's been my nickname since high school.
Right,
you know, Coach Thrower, my offensive line coach.
Okay.
You know, he was like, Maurice, I ain't get that's too much.
Got time all that. Yeah.
He said, we finna call you Big Mo. Yeah, he said, we finna call you Big Mo.
You're right.
It stuck, you know, and I was like, well, I said, what about Smokin Mo's Barbecue? She said, I think you got something there. She said, you know, it's original, it's your name, it's, you know, it's what you do. She said, rock with it.
Rock with that.
So we rock with it.
So, okay, now, so let's talk about marketing. I know you spoke earlier about social media, man. So what do you do as far as marketing your business?
I like to post. I do a lot of pictures.
Okay.
I don't like to personally take pictures. My wife would tell you that. She's a photographer on the side.
Okay.
I'm not a picture taker.
Right.
But I enjoy taking pictures of other people. Food, my food I cook. I like to see people smiling, eating, enjoying their food. So I like to post a lot of pictures on that. You know, I try to take pictures with a lot of my. I don't never use the word customer. I use supporters because they're supporting my business. You know, so. You know, usually when I post something, you know, I'll say, hey, my supporter. You know, like last week, we had a supporter come out. We actually did me and my daughter did a live video where we gave away some free food.
Okay.
Good. One of our supporters won, and she said, hey, I need it for here, but I also need a to-go box. So she had her food on a to-stay tray and a to-go tray for later on.
Get out of here.
So, and I caught that picture. She was like, oh, my God, Maurice, you got, you know, that ain't a good picture of me. I said, you know, hey.
It's in the moment.
It's in the moment. You know?
Yeah.
So I'm big on, you know, like marketing pictures and, you know, showing off my supporters.
Right.
You know, just to give, you know, it's a little bit just to give back.
Already. So, man, what is your go-to food? You know what I'm saying? Like when people think about, you know what I'm saying, your company, man, what's that food they say, yo, you gotta try this?
Them nachos.
Really?
Man, this
Hold on. Time out now. So, okay, so, you know what I mean? So, it's not the briskets.
Not the
You know, not the ribs.
No.
The nachos.
Them nachos.
Tell me about the nachos, man.
Man, this is a cool story. So I had some of my neighbors who used to live next door. Had 4 girls, and me and the girls just linked. I mean, they were just some cool little kids, you know. And so one day I was at the house and I was, you know, just playing around cooking. Of course, you know, I'm gonna feed my little next door neighbor some groceries.
Yes, sir.
So I just kind of put together some stuff, and they were like, oh, you know what'll be good? Like some chips and some cheese. You know, they were thinking like shredded cheese, you know, and I'm like, we talking about nacho and shredded cheese. So, and then, you know, of course, I make my own little barbecue sauce.
Okay.
So
now, is that the secret there?
It's not a big secret.
Okay.
It's a little simple recipe.
Right.
But I, you know, we were sitting there and I whooped all that stuff together, and I said, hey, y'all, you know, send the kids over and let them try these things.
Yeah.
Man, and all 4 of them, they tried them. I mean, barbecue sauce everywhere.
All over the face.
They were tearing it up. Of course, I took the picture.
Right.
And when I put it on Facebook, everybody was like, nachos. You know, and it was just a simple little, you know, just a few little chips, a little bit of barbecue, just something I was trying.
So you put barbecue sauce on the nachos.
We do nacho chips, the pulled pork or the pulled brisket, nacho cheese, barbecue sauce, jalapenos, sour cream, and you ready to go.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Really? So that's your best seller, you think?
That's all people. When I get messages about, okay, you setting up this weekend, are you having nachos? And
Get out of here.
But I mean, I'm not a big fan of it.
Really?
I'm not a big fan of it. I guess because You know, I see it so much.
Well, I'm about to say, man,
what,
you see it so much now. You're like,
right,
yeah,
right.
Right.
I'm more of a big sandwich because I love bread. you
Okay.
know. So I want me a big sandwich with my homemade coleslaw with pineapples on it. You caught that right? Them pineapples.
Pineapples, man. I'm a pineapple fan too,
Man.
so I feel that. So let me ask you this, man. You know, earlier, I was talking. You know, we're talking about doing stuff in community, man. Let's talk more about that.
Yes,
You know
yes.
what I'm saying? What are your plans as far as the community give back type stuff?
Man, I just enjoy it. You know, a lot of people say, that's, you taking away from your business. Well, my business has nothing to do with me giving back to the community. That's something personally that, my family, we like to do.
Yeah.
I enjoy just, helping people that are less fortunate. Because, everybody, has a situation.
Right.
So in
Right.
some situations, a lot worse than ours. So, to see that homeless man or homeless woman on the street, be able to hook them up with a little something.
Yeah.
It don't have to be barbecue.
Right.
It could be anything.
Could be anything. So that's something you do like plan, like for example, Thanksgiving, or you just like, yo, today I'm going to do it.
Yeah, we try to do Thanksgiving and Christmas, but I
Okay.
try to do a little something in between.
Right.
And actually, one of the homeless guys, he knows me as he'll actually go by my wife's job sometimes, just kind of be walking by and
Yeah.
she'll stop him. Hey, let me buy you lunch today. Well, how's the barbecue man doing?
Oh man, that's
You know
what's
what I
up.
mean?
That's
That's a pretty cool thing.
Yeah.
And but we just, I just enjoy it. I may just have a thought, say, hey, let's get together and go set up, man.
Right.
Let's feed the less fortunate today.
Man, that's big.
You know.
Man. So that comes from your grandma, correct?
It comes from my grandmama. Like I said, she was big about, I can remember my dad's friend, they killed a turtle one time.
Yeah.
I'm 12 years old, you
Yeah.
know, and he brings that turtle to my grandparents. I'm like, what in the world are we about to do here, And but all the people he's from Lynette, Alabama.
Okay.
Now you come from Lynette, Alabama, you come all the way to Cannonville with a turtle. So that tells me that this is the best person to cook this turtle.
Right.
So I
like
brought the
that.
turtle, man. My grandmama got that thing ready, and you could smell that guy cooking it now.
Yeah.
And like I said, it was, they brought their friends. My grandma cooked it up, put it on the table. My dad and his buddy, man, they sat down and had a good old time. Just perfect day, man.
And just
Perfect
great day type deal.
Right.
Wow. So man, let me ask you this, man. So so with your business, man, what's next? You know what I mean? Is there like okay, man, in 2 years I'm trying to do some of my business, 3 I'm trying to do this, or you just enjoying the moment?
I'm honestly enjoying the moment, but my
Yeah.
biggest thing is teaching my daughter, who's 8.
Okay.
I'm trying to teach her how to cook more, how to, be, I know she's 8 and she's all about tumbling right now.
Right.
But I want her to be able to say, hey, I can do, if I'm gonna do tumbling, I might want to take a break and do a little cooking or do a little something with the barbecue business.
Yeah.
So, but I'm all about my child or our child, doing something, staying focused.
Right.
But she has her little food items she likes to cook.
Okay,
She's
okay.
a breakfast, dinner eating kid.
Mm-hmm.
So, I try to get her in there and let her help do breakfast for dinner. So that's my biggest move is just keeping her motivated, learning her how to cook. She got to go one day.
Yeah.
She got to
Yeah.
get out. So
And
she got to
do it
know
on
how
her
to
own.
cook.
Yeah, most
that's right.
definitely.
That's right.
So let me ask this, man. So do you is barbecue just your thing, man, or do you cook everything well?
Man, I'm not
Gonna
one to
give it to me
brag.
now.
I'm not one to brag now. But I cook everything, man.
Really?
I remember I asked my mama, I said, hey, mama, I need to cook some chicken and dressing. She gave me the recipe. She said, there you go. So I made my first pan. And you know how, old school, man, the top of it smooth like this table, right?
Yeah.
My jugger had all these
lumps
lumps
all
on
over
it.
the place.
I was hot.
Right.
I was hot.
Right.
So I said, okay, I got to do better than this. So I kept practicing. And one day, man, I made a pan, and I called Mama. I said, Mama, I believe this stuff better than yours.
I done got it, mama.
I done got
Yeah.
it. And another thing that I enjoy cooking, my daughter enjoys cooking it too. She don't eat it. Is a banana pudding.
Really? I
Man,
love
yeah.
some banana. Let me tell you something. I don't eat sweets, but if I do,
That banana pudding.
banana pudding.
I got one for you. My grandma used to make this. She used to do a fruit pudding where she did the strawberries and the pineapples
Really?
instead of the
Never
bananas.
heard of that one.
Man, I hadn't turned that loose, but we got it here today.
Really?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Wow.
Sir. So
Dang. So okay, tell me more about that then, man. 'Cause
Okay.
that's something. That's something unique, man. I never
That's
heard
right.
that mix
That's
before.
right. You know, a lot of people, you know, like my daughter, she's not, now she'll eat a banana,
Okay.
but she loves fruit, but she won't do a banana pudding with the bananas. So, you know, grandmama made that back in the day. So she loves strawberries, she loves fruit. She was eating blackberries last night. So we we took the bananas out and put the fruit in, and you got that, you still have that pudding, that sweet, but you got that fruit to kind of calm it down.
Yeah. So I'm gonna tell you something, man. And honestly, I don't even know how you make banana pudding, but
What?
I enjoy
man.
it. Like, first of all, I'm not a cook. I'm gonna be
Okay,
honest, man.
I got you,
My
I got
wife
you.
is the cook, and
I got you, I got you.
Bro, you want me to cook something, man? Man. But let me tell you something, man. So let me ask you something. So banana pudding, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? What's your favorite? Is it more pudding or more cookies?
I would say more cookies. 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm a sweet connoisseur.
Okay.
Like I gotta have, man.
Yeah.
I had them fits where I just gotta have.
Yeah. So what's in a banana pudding, man? Break that thing down. To me.
Man, just the pudding, the cookies, the bananas. The key to a really good banana pudding is, of course, good, milk. Don't use no 2%, none of that, and sugar. My mama, she's all about, hey, don't put all that sugar in there. She'll come in there with some Splenda. Now you got to do something else.
Right.
But and a little vanilla extract. You gotta kind of tweak it just a hair.
Really,
So,
man. One day I'm gonna try that, man.
It's simple. It's simple.
Because
And once you do it,
I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying. But boy, when I'm putting that,
right now, I don't like that mess on top. Don't put that mess.
I
call it the
whipped,
foam.
is the whipped cream?
Yeah, I don't want that.
Yeah, me
Leave
neither.
that mess.
Me neither. I don't want the whipped cream.
Right,
either,
right.
man. No.
I want that pudding and them cookies.
It's all you want that thing, right?
I'm gonna dig around and make me a little sandwich. I'm gonna put me a little banana now on the cookie,
Okay.
and we're gonna go to town.
I'm telling you, man. See, now you got me talking about banana pudding, boy. So listen, man. I like it to be thick.
Right. Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I like less pudding, but more cookies. Man.
More cookies. That's right. And it got to be thick. It can't be soupy.
No, man. If it's soupy, man, I don't want it, man.
Right. When you pick that spoon up, it's got to hang off of that thing.
Yeah.
It can't be just slopping out in there.
That's
we can't have that. We can't have that.
Right. So let me ask you this, man. Okay, so when you know what I'm saying, became a business owner and started, you know what I'm saying, making money from what you're doing, did that take away, and it's probably like, what you mean? Did that take away the love of cooking, once it became an actual business?
That's a good question. I seen this happen.
Okay.
All right, so I caught myself cooking every weekend. Like there was something going on every weekend, and so it kind of turned into like a job. I enjoyed it. Okay. I enjoyed it, but you can't burn yourself out. I had a spell where I enjoy. I love every time someone calls and wants to book an event.
Okay.
But I was getting so caught up, I was booking them every week. It wasn't a weekend I was free, and my cousin told me, he said, "Hey man, I'm gonna go ahead and tell you. You're going to wear yourself out. You're going to find yourself laying in that bed. I get up 6 o'clock every day.
Right.
And you're going to find yourself in that bed about 9 o'clock. And you're going to feel it. So it got to a point where, you have to really say, okay, I got to split this thing up. My biggest thing is, my kid, of course, she sees that, hey, daddy working. She wants to get out there, and she's a big movie. She loves to go to the movies. So,
okay.
So I have to separate, that time. I have to kind of, break it down in my calendar and say, hey, this weekend I'm not going to do anything.
Right. Because that's good, man. That was my next question I was going to ask you, man. How do you, since it is a business for you now, how do you find that balance, man? But you just pretty much answered that your calendar take care of.
Right.
So go ahead.
I had to learn to say, I'm not doing anything this weekend. I had to learn to say no, and my wife was big on me about that. She's like Maurice, you can't cook every weekend. She said I would love for you to.
Right.
She said, but you can't do it. You're gonna wear yourself down.
Yeah.
But I'm a person that it's hard for me to say no.
Right.
Somebody called me today, I'm gonna be looking at my calendar now.
See how can you put
normally I'd be like, yeah, I can do it. Yeah, we free. But now let me look at my calendar and call you back. Let me see what we got going on. So
okay.
That's a big part of it. You got to be able to have that balance. And you don't want to burn yourself out.
Right.
That's the biggest thing.
Yeah, you definitely want that to happen. Man.
Right, because then you don't love cooking no more.
Yeah.
You just want to go to McDonald's. For me, I'm just gonna go to Chick-fil-A.
And just gonna get it over real quick.
Exactly.
Yep.
So
So let me ask you this though. You know what I mean? Do sometime, man, do your family like, Daddy, tonight, cook us one of those good meals you cook? Really?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. My again, my wife, my daughter, they love steak. I'm not a big steak eater.
Okay.
So I done cheated. I got me an air fryer for Christmas.
Okay.
So now I go in there, man. I chop that steak up in little steak bites because my daughter she don't bring her no steak. You know?
Okay.
Now you bring her a chicken leg and she'll go to town, but
Right.
steak she's just gonna look at it.
Okay.
Now, if you got that thing cut up for her in little chunks, she ready to go to work.
She ready to go at it.
She ready to go at it. So, that's normal what they gonna ask for.
Right.
Is them little steak bites. And,
Right.
You know, some rice. You know, they like the rice to go with it. You know, a little different.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
A little asparagus.
So you know, with your business, man, how far do you reach out? I mean, is it just locally here, or do you?
Man, good thing you said that. I'm gonna do a little promoting right.
Man, go ahead. While you
All
here,
right,
man,
so,
go ahead.
So, I'm originally from LaGrange.
Okay.
I'm from Cannonville. You
Okay.
know, that's why, been living all my life. But, of course, when we got older, we moved to West Point.
Okay.
So, a lot of people say, man, when you coming to, I had somebody ask me, when you coming to West Point? I'm like, man, that's a good thing. So that's been a big key for me. It's been hanging over my head. Hey, because, a lot of people, they will travel to come see you.
Right.
But, hey, I'm all about coming to them. So I've been working with a good friend of mine, Leon Childs, and we've been talking a lot about.
Shouts out to my boy Leon.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We've been talking a lot about, man, we're trying to get the word we use is, the streets are adopting kids every day, and we're trying to stop that. We're trying to, we know it's a job, but the violence is getting so crazy, and we want to push this on to West Point a little bit.
I like that.
Get our West Point people involved.
Right.
So of course, my thing is feed.
Yeah.
I feed you. Leon and some other people, they get out there, they can talk.
Right.
Hey, you talking here and we cooking here.
Yeah.
You're gonna bring some people
Well,
together.
people coming.
And let's talk about the situation.
Yeah.
Let's eat a little bit and talk about
Right.
it. If that belly full, you're gonna sit down and you're gonna listen.
Yep.
So that's something that we trying to pull together right
Man, I
now.
love that, man. You know what I mean? Because everybody have their own type of ministry, man.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And so the fact you using that, because like even here, my gym, man, of course I train tons and tons of kids.
Right.
But man, this is my ministry though.
That's right. That's
you know
right.
what I'm saying? Like, this is how I impact people. So it sounds like you're using that same vehicle
Right.
that God gave you
Right.
to
That's
touch
right.
kids. It's with this
That's right.
new adventure with Leon.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
like
yeah.
that, man.
Yeah, I mean, that's like this morning, a friend of mine, me and him was talking, and he was like, man, I got to get my kid over there, man. I'm like, man, yeah. He's thinking, hey, this is a good thing for him.
Right.
To get him some, a little more,
Yeah.
stability and some mentorship.
Right.
So that's perfect, man.
Wow.
That's a perfect recipe.
That's it, man. That's it, man. So, man, let me ask you this, too. Right? Now, okay, when you watch television, like I said, I don't know if you watch because sometimes I don't, like I said, I do, man, listen, I do not know how to cook, but I love watching the barbecue shows.
Okay.
Like, no lie. Man, do you ever watch those shows?
I do. I tell you, one of my favorite shows is Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives.
Oh, yeah.
Because there's so much different stuff. You
Yeah.
get so many different aspects of cooking.
Mm-hmm.
But the barbecue competition show.
Yeah.
I try to tune into that a little bit
Yeah.
too.
Now, do you have one day, do you want to be on a show like that, man? Or do you stay with stuff like that?
I'm gonna be honest.
Okay.
I'm a behind the scenes
I'm with
person,
you.
and
I'm
a lot
with
of people, that's like, man, why?
Right.
That's just
Right.
me. I'm low key. I've done one barbecue competition
Really?
and won,
Won that thing.
but it was a close. It was a little close competition, but the one thing that I don't really like to cook, and you're gonna probably laugh when I say this, it won the competition.
Man, what is it, man?
Chicken.
Chicken.
Yes, sir.
Chicken won.
Chicken won.
And you don't like cooking chicken?
I mean, I've done a bunch of events with chicken. I'm
Yeah.
just not big on it.
Really?
I just don't get wound up when somebody say, hey, can you cook? Can you do this chicken? Now, that's strange because I'm a chicken eating connoisseur. I'm
Right.
gonna put some yard bird down.
Yeah.
But when it comes to cooking it, I just don't light up like a Christmas tree.
Really, man? Dang, why you think, though?
I don't know. I guess because I eat it so much.
Eat it so much, right? You be like, man.
But I think what actually won that competition was that peach glaze barbecue sauce I put on that chicken. I had a girl from Atlanta come from the other. We was at the drag strip. This girl come from the other side to tell me, "Hey, I don't know what you put on that chicken, but it was good. She said, I just want to say thank you for feeding me. It was good.
Man, I'm gonna tell you something. If you need to do one day, dog, man, you need to record someone's first bite every time they eat your food.
Every time they, that's
Promote
sound.
that. First bite.
First bite.
First bite. Get
First
their
bite challenge.
Get their first bite, man, to see how to go. Oh my God. Yeah.
That's that's something because next week I don't know if I can promote one.
Man, do what you do, man.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. I'm gonna be at Wild Leap Brewery next Saturday from 2 to 8. And I'm gonna promote that. First bite challenge. Man, we're gonna pick out a few people, preferably somebody that probably has never had my barbecue.
That's gonna be key.
And then we're gonna see if we can catch that first bite.
Catch that first bite.
Man, you put me on.
Man, catch that first bite, man. I'm
it.
telling you, man.
I appreciate
catch that first bite. What I would do is, you know what I'm saying, just for marketing purposes, man, I would catch that first bite because people first bite always gonna be a shock.
They're gonna tell you.
I mean, yeah, because them taste buds gonna go to the roof.
That's right. That's right.
Man, record that first bite and put it on social media.
That's what's up. We're gonna promote that.
Man, first bite.
I'm gonna work on that.
KaneSaid first bite.
That's right. First bite. First bite challenge. That's right. That's right.
I love it, man. So, yo, big dog, I want you to do something for me, okay?
All right.
You know what I'm saying? If you have one thing, you know what I'm saying, to tell an inspiring entrepreneur,
right?
You know what I'm saying, business owner, what would you tell them?
Man, just honestly, pray about it first and foremost. Don't rush. Don't rush it. Don't rush it because you'll get yourself caught up in everything else. You know, let me get this. Let me get this. Let me get this. Man, it was a process for me. You know, I started cooking. Like I said, I remember my first smoker that I had built. A good friend of mine built that thing at his house, Scooter Spradlin. And man, I went over there one day in some Crocs. You know, he was like, "What are you doing with these Crocs on, boy? You come to work, you know. So this is your smoker, you know." So you know, I got that thing built. I worked. I cooked on it. You know, friends would, you know, say, "Hey, you know, cook me a Boston butt," you know, and you know, I couldn't, you know, at that time I wasn't, you know, I can't charge them that, you know, I don't have a business. Right. You know, they may leave me a little tip, you know, and I was like, man. So then I built another smoker, you know, and then, you know, that started rolling. And then it really hit me. You know, I told the wife, I said, "Hey, I think we're gonna have to step up."
Do a little something.
So like I said, it's a process, and you really got to think it through. You got to pray about it, but then you know you got to really think it. You know, you can't just. I'm the type person. If I see it, I'm gonna go after it. But it is a process, you know. And then you know, just how I done it, I kept looking for a food trailer, and that was the route I wanted to take, was a food trailer. And it took probably 6 months, and then you know we finally found one. And I was like, "Oh, okay." So now I got to get some money together, you know. So then you know I done seen the trailer, I knew I wanted it. Then there was the money part, the part where I had to call the wife and say, "Hey, you know,
gotta do a little something."
I gotta do a little something, you know. So, but like I said, the main thing, you know, pray about it and let the Lord lead you. Right. Let Him lead you because He always gonna lead you in the right way.
End of the day. Big dog, man, I appreciate you coming through, man.
Man, I appreciate you having me.
Yeah, anytime, man. Showing love, man. And yo, if you ever come to the LaGrange area, yo, look up my man Smokin Mo, man. He out here just getting it in with the barbecue, baby, and the banana pudding, but also the what, big dog? The nachos, baby. Man. Hey, listen. Y'all listen to me. I'm going to try the nachos. I'm going to do a video. Promote that video, man. I got to see what's up with these nachos.
Yeah, man. We got to get you come try them out.
Man, I'm going to do that, man.
We'll get you taken care of.
Man, appreciate you again,
I appreciate
big dog.
you, sir. Yes, sir.
Yo, everybody, thank y'all for tuning in. Y'all know, to another episode of KaneSaid. You guys know my doggone slogan, man. I told y'all the fame is free, but the grind costs, man. Thank y'all, man. Salute, baby.